probably the main thing that's really creating difficulties for businesses is that requirement for the upfront. And we had one that came in a couple of weeks ago, and it was a commercial air conditioning company. And again, affected by COVID, affected by supply chain, affected by staffing, affected by all the things that a lot of these commercial businesses are dealing with. Unfortunately, they'd already been through a round with the ATO, and the director had borrowed the remaining equity on his home to pay an upfront. Well, roll forward 3 months, they couldn't pay their ongoing payments and everything, and they had nothing in reserve to do that. So again, luckily the accountant knew about us and sort of sent them to us. And again, we were able to get around that requirement and go back to the ATO and say there's nothing in the kitty. And quite frankly, if we'd have seen the first time round, we wouldn't have allowed the director to, to basically put his home on the line for a commercial business when it wasn't necessary. So, but again, they're now in a long-term plan. We've knocked about 30% of the debt off, which has, again, made a huge difference to their cash flow. And they can sleep at night and get on with business.
Another thing I think that's really important, some people don't understand that if you're already in a plan, so if you have agreed to one of these plans because you felt like there was no other option, without it defaulting, we can actually renegotiate a better plan. So we also helped another Victorian business that they had about $250,000 in debt, and they were paying $5,000 a week. Now that $5,000 a week was putting a huge pressure on their business. So without defaulting, without not paying an ongoing, we actually renegotiated that plan down to $5,000 a month. So the difference in cash flow is a quarter of what they were outlaying in cash flow, which has taken this huge pressure off them. And at the same time, we were able to knock $70,000 off that debt. So, and we can do that as well at the beginning. So I hear people say to me all the time, oh, well, we can't get rid of the interest and penalties until all the core debt is paid. Whereas, as you said, we know what we're doing. We're the specialists, so we do that at the beginning. So between that and reducing the payments by a quarter, it's just the amount it's helped this business with their cash flow is just huge.
Massive.